Hello, dear friends. I have searched with a magnifying glass for this information because it's so hidden. This is as hard to guess as a crossword puzzle or a hieroglyphic, but every day some clue or sign comes out that this process is underway despite the doubters. The world is about to change for the good of all, despite whoever it may concern. Opinion piece. What is Protocol 1920? It would be the merging of quantum systems. The confidentiality agreement would expire on September 11. It would be possible to be brought forward thanks to declassification. Declassification would come after a black swan event. Protocol 19 refers to the regulation of the ISO 20022 standard. Protocol 20 would be a transformation to quantum technologies. Let's start. According to Whiplash 347, the so-called Protocol 19 and 20 would be the total and complete merger with quantum systems. The confidentiality agreement on this subject would expire on September 11, 2022. But could possibly be brought forward by the declassification of suppressed information or new quantum technologies that would be preceded by a crash of the old system caused by a black swan event. A non-disclosure agreement, NDA, is a legal contract between at least two entities to share confidential material or knowledge for certain purposes, but restricting its public use. It creates a confidential relationship between the participants to protect any trade secrets. Official announcement. Last Monday, May 9th, the US Department of Energy announced a plan for the quantum internet that will offer a world of new possibilities and opportunities. It will allocate $30 million for quantum information science to address the emerging challenges for the 21st century. The quantum internet will connect computers that can solve challenges of incredible complexity, enabling faster information flow and opening up entirely new areas of scientific research and economic development. The quantum sensor network could be transformative, with applications ranging from increasing our understanding of dark matter to improving the resolution of extrasolar planets and making better predictions of volcanic eruptions, something groundbreaking that will transform our lives. Humankind was born to create. The quantum internet will enable living beings to take their imagination and vision to unprecedented levels of creation that will expand humankind's freedom and increase economic prosperity. Sequence of events. Think logically. First comes the cliff. Then comes the transformation of the system before the Global Economic Security and Information Act, called GSARA. And at the end comes quantum technologies. After Protocol 20 will come 21 and 22, whose content we still ignore, but we know that it will bring very special things. Although we are moving on hypotheses, I believe that a black swan event would force an advance of Protocol 19 before September 11th, which would accelerate everything else. Protocol 20 would be the total and absolute merger of all quantum systems and would be announced worldwide in all countries of the world. Although the secret of the operation remains, we know that the April rains brought the MOAB, it is to say the mother of all bombs, which would be the beginning of the economy based on precious metals and tangible assets such as raw materials, but the declassification is missing. The quantum internet will one day connect computers that can solve problems of incredible complexity, enabling a faster flow of information and opening up completely new areas of scientific research and economic development. Brian Robert Hyland believes that Protocol 19 would be in June and Protocol 20 on September 11th, but we do not yet know of a black swan event powerful enough to force and advance the transformation of the system. He is convinced that Protocol 19 will be completed soon and will be a major breakthrough in the transition. All that is known right now is that on June 8, 2022, Stellar's public grid validators will vote on whether to upgrade the grid to Protocol 19. In fact, the Protocol 19 test network upgrade went smoothly yesterday, Tuesday, May 10th. Hyland reveals that the upgrade test went very smoothly. It is known that some code bugs were detected in April that were later corrected. We are in the testing phase of Protocol 19 and it is going superbly. Technical details. The problem is that there has been a lot of talk about Protocol 19, but we don't know the technical details of that formula. Protocol 19 refers to the entry regulation of the ISO 20022. In contrast, Protocol 20 is a complete transformation to quantum technologies and is being installed worldwide. ISO 20022 is a standard for electronic data interchange between financial institutions. It describes a metadata repository containing descriptions of messages and business processes and a maintenance process for the repository content. The standard covers information transferred between financial institutions, including payment transactions, securities trading and settlement information, credit and debit card transactions, and other financial information. The repository contains a large amount of shared and standardized financial services metadata. It is also known that each continent has a central location with up-to-date quantum technology. For example, Arizona in the USA, Brazil in South America, and Cape Town in South Africa. Each continent will have a main currency released and will represent each country on that continent. This will help each and their countries to remain stable, avoid inflation, taxes, etc. At the moment, we know that the token or currency called QFS wallets, or wallets backed by precious metals and supposedly tailored to the QFS quantum financial system, has been launched, and that the so-called XRP billionaires club is also in the mix. Reset news. First, we are at a turning point according to Rainer Fuellmich. Second, the energetic shift is palpable at this time, and it's time for the old to be released so that expansion of the new can take deep root. Third, in just 10 months, 744 banks have failed, and the petrodollar is about to collapse, according to the survival economist. Fourth, the markets are being forced by elites around the world because they know that collapse is imminent. 5. Even Pelosi dumped her stocks and Soros organizations dumped billions. 6. The head of the United Nations Office of Project Services resigns amid an investigation into questionable agency loans. 7. Europe is now looking for alternative energy supplies, but many of these solutions bring their own problems. 8. Russia will increase pipelines to China, and China will continue to compete in world markets. 9. Mohammed bin Salman will soon be king of Saudi Arabia. Salman has long prayed play triple agent infiltrating the dark side. Multiple micro events are occurring before the big event arrives. Wealth is uncountable on Earth, and scarcity is sin-induced. 10. The click goes to places 100 light years away in half an hour, and we travel in an aluminium can at 600 miles per hour. 11. The gold they are finding in the tunnels is much more than they thought existed. 12. If it were to spread and become biatomic, it could climb up the atmosphere in half an hour. 13. The world's first outer space hotel scheduled to open in 2025. Crisis. First, retailers have lost all the money they made during the crisis, according to Morgan Stanley. Second, according to Whiplash 347, the new stock market is being built on Stellar, an open network for storing and moving money without borders and without limits. Third, the stock is the technology that will make it possible. They call it the new people's market or digital commodity exchange market. Fourth, this stock is a decentralized exchange platform that allows users to invest in traditional stocks with fiat currency and cryptocurrencies. The platform allows trading between pairs of monetized securities, such as stock, bonds, shares, oil, and gold, using the DSQ token. Economy. First, Wall Street closes lower as inflation offers little relief to investors. Second, stock losses accelerate as inflation comes in hotter than expected. Third, massive stock sell-off not over yet, says Morgan Stanley. 4. Falling stocks and bonds turn the financial clock back to Christmas 2018. 5. SEC investigates over text messages on Wall Street. 6. Amazon shares plunge to a 2-year low. 7. Fed officials push back against critics and unite behind the Powell plan. 8. Mortgage interest rate rises to 5.53%. Cryptocurrencies. First, Ethereum loses 40% year to date. Second, China maintains interest in cryptocurrencies despite trade ban. Third, nearly $400 million in crypto settlements in the last 24 hours. 4. Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Solana, Cardano, Terras, Luna, and Avalanche are in free fall. 5. Once the financial restart is complete, digital assets will be worthless unless backed by gold. Oil. First, crude oil markets have a massive rally on Wednesday. Second, crude oil rises 6% after a surge in fuel consumption. Third, Texas crude oil falls 3.2% and closes below $100. Fourth, Saudi Aramco becomes the world's most valuable stock as Apple falls. Europe. First, Draghi says European companies can pay for gas in rubles. Second, Hungary makes its support for the oil embargo conditional on further European Union aid. Third, Europe's snap of Russian oil opens the door to minor OPEC players. Fourth, Russia imposes sanctions on Gazprom units in Europe and the US. 5. Ukraine reduced the flow of Russian gas to Europe through a key pipeline. 6. Russia demands official apology from Poland after attack on Russian ambassador. 7. Germany's year-on-year inflation hits 40-year high and reaches 7.4%. 8. 200 Afghan migrants evacuated from a parking lot outside Paris. 9. The United Kingdom reaches a new security agreement with Sweden and Finland. 10. Putin underestimated Ukrainian resistance, according to British intelligence. 11. Pro-Moscow leaders of occupied Ukrainian region want to join Russia. 12. French justice investigates the president of Interpol for alleged complicity in torture. In quotes, of course. Spain. First, the Spanish stock market rises 2.13% and regains 8,300 points. Second, the IBEX 35 closes flat and at the bottom of Europe despite the rebound in banking. Third, Endesa ends 31% less up to March. Fourth, the Guindos warns banks that companies will have lower profits. 5. 100 of collectives allege against the octopus farm of Pescanova in the Canary Islands. 6. The national police says that Morocco controls more the exit of pateras to the Canary Islands. 7. Spain and Argentina will strengthen energy cooperation in gas and lithium. Americas. First, Alberto Fernández questions in Germany the sanctions against Russia because, in quotes, they have a very negative impact on the rest of the world. Second, in Argentina, 2 buses with passengers are attacked with bullets without causing casualties. Third, social organizations in Argentina march for more jobs and better wages. Fourth, the Summit of the Americas is about to fail due to criticism and absences. 5. Colombia will sign the adhesion to NASA's Artemis program that seeks to strengthen cooperation in space exploration on the Moon, Mars, and other celestial bodies. 6. An armed strike leaves more than 300 violent incidents in Colombia. 7. Paraguayan anti-mafia prosecutor murdered in Colombia during his honeymoon. 8. Peru will invest $183 million to build 1,000 bridges. 9. Venezuela commits to deepen bilateral cooperation with China. 10. The first complete ichthyosaur is found in a glacier in Chile. Asia. First, China's military expansion worries NATO. Second, Nick Fleming claims that China is about to announce that its currency is backed by gold, which would be the expected trigger for the gold standard. Third, Sri Lanka orders firing to stop outbreak of violence in the island. Fourth, Vietnam inaugurates the huge Son La glass bridge. 5. Al Jazeera accuses Israel of killing a Palestinian journalist. Opinions. First, battle fatigue. I think we all suffer from battle fatigue. Everything wears you down spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. I pray that this will end soon, as we all need a break. Just go on vacation and do nothing. We will not give up. We will keep going go all the way. Keep the faith because we are sustained by our faith. Second, John O'Savin, this is much bigger than you can imagine. Third, we are playing Casino Royale for Planet Earth. They know we are going and we are not going to back down. They know it. We know it. And if you don't know it, you are not paying attention. Fourth, gene decode. This war is not like World War I or World War II. This is a fight for creation. This is a fight for all humankind everywhere. This is a war for the Milky Way galaxy and for our solar system. This is a war for everything. This is the war between light and dark. If we do not prevail here, we are finished. 5. The perfect storm is coming, according to the starship Earth. Apathy is dissolving as more and more humankind see what has been happening on our planet. Not just in their own country, but everywhere. Parents are more active in their communications with school boards. Many are learning about the Constitution and common law, and awareness of the poisonous nature of air, food and water. Skies and rivers are turning red all over the world as biblical prophecy of the end times is fulfilled. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.